Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I am here with a collective reading, especially since we are, winding down from the full moon energy. Actually, it will be lasting for a few more days due to it being a super moon. So I wanted to use the Moonology, Oracle deck so you guys can like get the energy because the energy definitely has been shifting. We've talked about this a lot with the divine counterparts, with the light worker star seeds, indigos, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella. We are in for a huge shift and we're going through that shift now, and it is definitely affecting those who are in twin flame connections. But what the positive is in all of this is that it's for the positive, right? And so you may have noticed some positive changes or positive shifts within your divine counterpart. Again, you can be a divine feminine and be a star seed. Your divine counterpart can be a divine masculine and be a light worker, right? So put it where it resonates and you'll understand. But this is the energy, the current energy that is happening right now. Now, this is very important. If you guys resonate with this video, I want you to comment your success story or what you've been going through with your divine counterpart in order to help others. And if any of you guys have come into union, that is really great for the subscribers. And we're here, we're all family, and so we need that hope, we need that faith that yes, we feel it in our heart, yes, we believe it, but when you actually see it in full fruition, this is what allows hope, allows faith to continue to push forward, right? All right, guys, so after the reading, if you guys are resonating with this, go ahead, the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you would like to donate to the channel, you can. If you can't donate, subscribing to the channel is the same form of an energy exchange donation, or you can follow me on Chrissy the Crystal Indigo over at Instagram as an exchange donation if you cannot afford to donate to the channel. You guys know I don't ask you to donate. I just say, hey, if you feel called to, go ahead. That allows me to get tarot decks, oracle decks, anything I need in regards to when you guys book readings, have sessions with me. And it has been so amazing. You guys have saw my testimonials, and like it's the love is real. I love doing what I do. I love supporting you guys. I love getting your emails, in which I will be responding to tonight. I did work today. Of course, I'm working every Saturday. I'm only off on Sundays and Thursdays. But as you can see, even when you're booking, and you guys aren't just my clients, you're my family, and this is all for us, like guiding us to where we need to be. So much love and light to you guys. So I'm going to dive into the reading after saying that, okay? So guys, for the first card that came out, I asked Spirit, please guide me. Show me what we need to see as a collective, not just the divine femme, not just the divine masculine, but as a collective, however you resonate under the spiritual umbrella. Because if you're on this twin flame journey, then you guys have spiritual gifts. You guys are called to do something bigger, greater for the universe as a whole. So let's dive in. So the first deck I'm using is the Moonology deck, right? And so with the first card coming out, it says, luck is on your side, new moon and Sagittarius. So Spirit is saying, like, right now, we have like Saturn going into retrograde. We have Pluto into retrograde. You remember that 1010 portal where those karmic rewards start to come to fruition for you, however you put out your karma, especially where it played in regards to your soul path, your soul purpose. And here it is again, repeating itself again. And I can attest that it has been beautiful. The energy has been beautiful, blessings upon blessings. And I've just been really focusing on manifesting, and, with my channel, with, bigger ideas about how I want to have a private space so you guys can come and get your healing in person rather just distant. When this pandemic is over, I will be traveling. So if you guys need me to come to you for your healing or your session, I'm open for that. So this talks about like how things are moving forward. And I'll read it again. It says, luck is on your side. So whatever you're thinking about, whatever you want to bring into fruition, focus on that. That is what's going to guide you to where you need to be, right? All right. Let me know if that resonates. The next card out, it says, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Conclusions are in reach. And so, conclusions are within reach. So with this card here, it talks about like you're getting the clarity, you're getting the answers, you're getting the downloads, you're getting the information that you need in regards to your purpose and that you need in regards to your twin flame connection. Okay, so a lot of you guys are moving out of that low vibrational energy and you're moving into that high vibrational energy, where the more you go high, the more your divine counterpart is slowly starting to catch up to you. Remember, the divine feminine leads, divine masculine catches up. You know, they did spark your awakening, but you had to do the work, right? So there was the Kickstarter for that. The next card out, there we go. See it? It says balance, spirituality, and practicality. So with this coming out, and this is the full moon in Pisces, Spirit wants you to understand, like, you can be spiritual, you can be on this journey, but also think practical, also live a life, also have fun and be yourself. When you become spiritual, when you're on this journey, you do not have to sit there and be in robes and shrubs and all this other stuff and like dressing the part. You really have to, you really have to, be yourself. Spirit is asking you to be yourself. That's all you have to do, is be yourself. And you can be spiritual while doing that, right? And so now we see in this day and age that, those who are on the spiritual journey, we're all looking, just alike. Like, we're shopping, we're hanging out, we're still having fun, but we're being our true, authentic selves while we're doing this, this life path and purpose work. So this is what Spirit is asking you to do. For the overall energy, look at this. It says a new quarter moon. Your commitment is being tested, right? So you are going through the test. You are going through the trials and tribulations, right? This is the overall energy for the collective. Your commitment is being tested. So at the end of the day, you're answering the call. You're on your journey. Some of us may still be, toddling the fence a little bit, or straddling the fence a little bit, but at the end of the day, make the decision, what is it that you want to do? Of course, we all have free will, but there are some of you that are so special that, that free will is out the window. And again, I tried to ignore, and it kept coming back. And that's because you are specifically meant for this mission, right? And what did I come to find out? That I am from the higher realms of the seraphim angels. And so I'm the one that's supposed to lead, guide, teach, get you guys to understand. And so that's why when you guys ask me questions and things like that, I don't get annoyed. I don't get frustrated. I don't get overwhelmed with emails or anything like that, because this is what my sole purpose is. This is what I'm supposed to do. I know when to pull back, and I know when to say, okay, I can handle it all, right? So this is really good for you guys. Let's dive into the Mystic Moon Oracle for Divine Masculine. The first card is recognition. Excuse me. So your Divine Masculine is recognizing who you are on a soul level, right? So for those of you who have the healing hands and can do distant healing and, have that type of gift, send your Divine Masculine that healing love, that healing light, and do it when they may be asleep. So that way, if they're waking, awoke or driving or something, they're like, they're not like, all, wondering what is going on, because some people really feel that energy very strong. And so make sure that you're pure, that you're cleansed for the day, that you sage before you send this energy. So you're sending nothing but pure love and light. But they are recognizing, and this is a full moon. This is very significant. We are in that full moon, super moon, flower moon energy. And so they're recognizing who you are. Now, a lot of them may have not come out and just put their heart out on a platter, because remember, they're still doing the work. But this is clarifying that there is recognition. The next card out is forgiveness. Your Divine Masculine is wondering, like, I know I've done some things. I know I put you through a lot, and all I want is forgiveness. I'm wondering if you forgive me. Yeah, you and your divine counterpart may communicate, may talk, but at the end of the day, they know they've done some things that cut deep. And so this is what they're wondering, like, you know what? I've been thinking about this a lot. Like if I open up, if I come forward, will you forgive me 100% and not think about the past, but focus on going forward? Again, your divine masculine wants a fresh start to do things right, because now that they've been on lockdown, they've had time to think about, what your intentions really were when it came to them, right? What have you consistently showed them? And you've consistently showed them unconditional love, regardless if you guys had fights, regardless if you guys got into it, or however, your situation had turned out. What they always come back to is that you've always given them unconditional love, and you've seen them from a heart space. Okay? The next card out is offer. So they want to offer you something. Some of them may come forward and offer friendship first. Some of them may come forward and just go all out. But whatever they're trying to offer, remember, it is the effort. And maybe some of you guys, you're like, because I remember when like, really, if you're going to be in that energy, you are not ready. You are not ready. And how you know you're ready for your divine counterpart for this union in regards to your life path and purpose. I continue to say in regards to your life path and purpose, because it's not about the marriage. It's not about having the kids. It's not about having this amazing life together. It's about what you two are supposed to do in regards to your life path, purpose, mission. So when they come with this offer, my best bet for you, don't shut it down. The next card out is healing. This is what your divine masculine is learning how to do. Some of them don't know diddly squat about chakras or aligning or vibrating or, any of that. But they're starting to learn, and they're doing the healing work. They're facing their fears. They've been on lockdown, forced to sit, excuse my French, sit with their shit. And now they realize, they understand it was you all along. And you help heal them. And they can't seem to figure out, how does my divine feminine really just bounce back from every heartache, bounce back from every disappointment, bounce back from every setback? And it's because God is protecting you. Source is protecting you. Divine is protecting you. Your angels are protecting you. Those rejections were your blessings. Now you've had the lessons, and you're going to get your blessings. You see how it works? The next card out, communication. They're ready to communicate. They're ready to talk. Some of them may not come out really fast with how they feel or what's on their heart, because you know how your divine counterpart is. Some of them, they will. But this also talks about they're not only giving you communication or ready to talk to you, but spirit, the angels, the guides, they're getting the light codes. They're getting that communication from there as well. All right? So good job, good energy. The next card out for divine feminine. The answer is yes. So when I see this card, it's for those divine feminine. It's like, oh my God, this is just too toxic. This is just too much. Is this a karmic? We've all been down that road before, right? So the answer is yes, this is your divine masculine, right? And you know when it's your divine masculine, because with this specific individual, no matter what they do, there's always that unconditional love, versus other individuals that's been in your life and you can cut them off with the drop of a hat and not even look back. Okay? The next card out is fall. Look at that. 2 candles. Twin flame. 11. All right, check out the synchronicities, guys. So something very significant could have happened in the fall. Could be their birthday. However it resonates with you. Pride and ego. This is coming out for divine feminine, right? So when I see this, I think about your glow up. I think about how, you've decided to go from a place of unconditional love. So when I see this pride and ego, it's about you blossoming, you becoming and realizing that you're so beautiful. And that self-love to yourself is what you are focused on. And to some people, that may come off as having a lot of pride, being in your ego because of how you move, because of how you've grown. And it's okay. The next card out is 5th dimension. And so we know with the collective, this is where we've been communicating the most. This is where we see our divine counterpart the most. This is when we see their soul. This is when we get the visions of them and the karmic and what their heart really wants and what their soul really wants, right? When it comes to you and your divine counterpart, it's not just about, what I see, but your soul see and says it too. Does it make sense? Right? Yes, this is your divine masculine, right? This is your divine masculine. Reinvention. A lot of you guys, again, have started your spiritual path. You're doing your work. You're putting your game plans in order, your blueprints in order. A lot of you guys are going to leave your jobs and start focusing on the more spiritual based career, because that is what is called for you to do, to lead, to guide, to heal, to help, to teach, to see. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? And you'll be abundantly protected every time. Surrender. I love seeing this card. This is what Divine Feminine continues to do, continues to do, continues to do. Surrender. Because as Divine Feminine surrenders, as Divine Feminine let go of the expectation, as Divine Feminine move into his or her power, this is what brings your divine counterpart to you. And eventually you guys become one. Beautiful, right? All right, so the overall energy. This is so cute. Muse. And this has come up a lot in some of these readings when it comes to the collective. They know you're their muse. You're something beautiful. You're something amazing. You're so gifted. You're so spiritual. I'm afraid, but yet I'm allured at the same time. Because they know, regardless if they're open to it, regardless if they want to admit, they know you are very spiritual. Some of you guys are oracles. Some of you guys are high priestess. Some of you guys, you just have so many amazing gifts. You're magical, and they know that. But that's the same thing that allures them and allows them to see that you're so cool. And that is the same thing that they have to fear from, due to inner childhood wounds or things or how they were brought up, okay? The cards that wanted to come out: ascending, awakening, settling, lessons, divine timing, numbing, material world, okay? And still those aren't low vibrational energy cards. It's just like what is happening. Okay, let's get some messages to support the collective, okay? So let's dive into the first message that came out. We have integrity. Integrity. It says, does this situation align with your values and morals? So that's what Spirit want you to ask yourself anytime you're put in certain situations, or you don't have to deal with certain different things or certain things. It's like, does this situation align with the values, with my values and morals, right? Retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. This is what we need to do as a collective, because it's going to allow us to connect more, understand more, get the messages that we need to hear. Boundaries, okay? It says firm boundaries are needed now. And that's what you've been doing. Like, you've been putting up your boundaries. Like, if you're in communication with your divine counterpart, you're not doing the most, right? You're just doing like, hey, are you good? Hey, you okay? Or I need help with this. I know you're really good at this. Can you help me through it? There's no extraness. There's no, extra conversation or anything like that, because you're at the point where you're like, you know what, I'm fine. I'm okay that we're in separation, because I know as I heal, you heal, we become one. We're already one, but then we're really one, right? The overall energy, acceptance. It says, everything happens for a reason. So you needed this separation. And it's not a coincidence that I channel or am called to talk to those who are in separations with their divine counterpart, because clearly I'm in separation with my divine counterpart. There's minimal communication. And I'm okay with that. Continue to do your healing work. It's okay. I'm going to continue to live my life and do what I'm being called to do. I'm going to do the right thing. Not saying, my divine counterpart isn't doing the right thing either. But, you have to have strength. You have to be strong. You have to love yourself enough to say, I'm going to put this on hold. But I have a space for you in my heart. Let me continue to grow and glow. And I know you'll catch up. I know you will. But that does not mean you don't have fun. That doesn't mean you don't date. That doesn't mean you don't get out there and see what life has to offer. Because what is for you will be for you regardless. Okay? So those are some beautiful messages as well. Let's get into the energy oracle deck, okay? So for which one was it? The first card that came out, 34, 3 and 4, 7. Beautiful. Angel number 7. What does 7 mean in numerology? So with door to personal healing and happiness. Door to personal healing and happiness. And this is number 34. And I'm going to go over that message with you. Okay? Again, if this is, resonating with you, you guys can book me for a reading, whether it be twin flame, general, whatever you need. Like, that information is below in the description box. And you can check out my website as well for other services that I have in regards to the Reiki, in regards to energy healing. There's some testimonials in the community tab as well. So with door to personal healing and happiness, it says new beginnings in your personal life. And it resonates right with the twin flame segment of this reading, right? So it says this card is a harbinger of positive change. The beautiful light-filled door opens onto a lush rainbow-lit spring-filled with vibrant lotus flowers. Whether you are working on some inner healing, such as breaking an addiction, or looking to make some external changes, such as finding a new place to live, this card signals that your life is opening up and now opportunities are about to appear. The changes you've been working on are ready to blossom with wonderful results. So make sure you see your personal intentions through with continued action and optimistic expectations. Okay? And so I know for a fact personally this resonates for me. Because there are things that I'm putting on my affirmation list that I never would have thought I would have when I look at myself, back 3 years ago. Right? So this is beautiful. Remember, number 7, the overall energy. Got that? 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael. All right. So we know Raphael, with the green, the healing of the heart. Raphael represents healers. So let's dive into that, because a lot of you guys on the channel, whether you know it or not, are seers and healers as well. So write me if you need some information on that. All right, so with 4th chakra, Archangel Raphael, it says love, compassion, and self-acceptance. So it says Raphael extends a beautiful green energy surrounded by gentle waves of pink to your heart center. This card upright indicates that you now have a greater readiness to receive love from others as well as from yourself. It could also indicate that a much needed healing from a previous broken heart is taking place. The tender vibrations of Raphael remind you to encourage yourself with the compassionate self-talk that you desire to hear from others. Know that as you do, the light from your heart center will shine with an irresistible beauty, and the universe will send people and situations that cause your sense of love and support to grow and grow. So I do believe this because as of late, my heart chakra has been open. I've been feeling the beautiful energy in the middle of my chest. Like you can actually feel like if someone was blowing a fan soft. So I put my hand, I'll use this as an example. I'll put my hand here in front of my heart, and right in the middle of there, all you feel is beautiful air. It's the most, my roommate was like, wow. And so this is incredible. You guys are opening up your heart chakra. Your divine counterpart is opening their heart chakra. And why I tell you guys to do the energy healing, it's very important because you get those chakras healed, you get yourself aligned, and you're able to do the work with and for your divine masculine. Not doing the work for them, like, every step of the way, you need to do this, you need to do this, because divine has their own work cut out for them. But you do your work as part of the healing process, sending them energy, healing them, and working on their throat chakra, working on their sacral chakra and the heart chakra. So it's important, when you get your energy healing, you're able to start helping and supporting your divine masculine. You cannot try to do the energy healing and do work with your hands if you aren't aligned or healed yourself, because you're just passing off that energy and it's confusing, right? You want to make sure your energy is pure. Okay? So again, like, this collective reading is turning out really beautiful that I don't even know what I'm going to name it. All right. So I did a pull for star seeds, did a pull for light workers. Remember, you can resonate under many umbrellas when it comes to the spiritual side of things. All right. So for the card that came out for star seed is star seed, and I laughed so hard. So it says, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Right? That's what we're all doing, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. We know, we get it. We're there. We're very much awakened, right? Even those who are just starting out on their awakening, we're very much awakened. So this is what Spirit is asking you to do. Be in the world, but not of it. You can, go to the club, you can go to, the store, you can do whatever, you can be as, 3D as possible, but be of the world, not be, what did it say? It says, to be human in the world, but not of it, right? So remember, your light is needed. Shine your light. You're a starseed. You need to be around here walking around blinding people with your light, right? And once they get a little hit of that, they're never going to be the same. There are people that can't even look me straight in my eyes. And it's not like coming off cocky or anything like that, but they're trying to figure out, what is it? What is it? What is it? It's something about that girl. And I remember when I worked for Abercrombie and Fitch, that's exactly what one of the regional managers told my boss. Was like, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just something about her. And I had a clue. I had the vision. I had the feelings. Like, I could feel very strong energies and things like that. But come on now, Southside Chicago, growing up, I don't know nothing about what I'm just thinking, it's just one of them days. I'm just thinking it's just like, But now, oh, yes, I get it. And you'll get it as well. But always remember that protection around you. Always put that white light around you before you walk out your door. All right? The overall energy, loosen your grip. Loosen your grip. So it says coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So this could be for the divine counterpart. This could be for rather divine feminine or divine masculine. Focus on this. Just let go and let God. All right? Let go and let God. You guys are being called to do some amazing work in regards to your mission. And that's what you need to focus on. Right? If you guys, have any questions about, this video, again, I'm here. You know it. And it keeps like skipping the thing. I want to go over it with you so you guys can know. But it's self-explanatory, right? It says, we are cyclic beings, and Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you are clinging to anything, you are resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. The food, the substances, the relationships, the job, the people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space. The part we are most afraid to leave empty. The part we guard and don't let grace into. But by keeping that space, covered with something that doesn't serve us, or clinging to it for fear of its not staying of its own accord, we prevent ourselves from receiving the things that will. A Course in Miracles tells us, whatever we leave empty, grace will fill. And the Buddha said, you can only lose what you cling to. Indeed, both are true. If this card appears, you are being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanisms and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. Loosening your grip doesn't mean that what you are clinging to will go away. It may or it may stay, but you can be sure that what is for you, will find you, and you'll breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. So this is what we've been talking about, and that happens so much in the twin flame part of it, because it's like we're so afraid to lose them, we're so afraid to lose them, we're so afraid to lose them, to the point where that's what eventually happens, because that's what we're putting out into the universe. But you have to reverse that, right? You have to allow yourself to go with the flow. Again, I'm at the point in my twin flame journey where it's like, okay, hey, I'm good. You can stay over there, do what you need to do, get your healing on. I'll be helping you from a distance. But I don't have that urge to be like, come see me, I need you, I love you, I want you to love me, I want you to be there, I know what this connection is, you're my twin flame. Like, I don't need to validate anything, because I know divine, I know God, I know source is going to show my divine counterpart what it is that they need to see in the time that's meant for them to see it. You understand? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? All right, we're on the same page. See that? All right. So this is beautiful. Now let's dive into the light workers message. Okay. So the first card that came out is Mintaken, and it says, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So you guys have been doing this for lifetimes, right? And so just for you guys, I'm going to read this card as well, because I want you guys to have the information instead of me just giving you a snippet. That way you understand and, put your things together that you need to, in order to understand the message. I mean, did you guys do your full moon manifestations? Did you put your list out into the moonlight like I tell you to do all the time, and write the things that you want to bring into fruition? Did you place crystals on top of the paper like I always tell you to? And did you bring that love energy as you wrote out your affirmations? Yeah, I'm trying to look for this, and it's like definitely not trying to show me where it is right now. So this is Mintaken. Hold on. Oh, here we go. So that would be 116. So it's all the way in the back. Yeah, 116. So remember, guys, Mintaken. Got it? Okay, here we go. Now let's see if this resonates with you guys. So it says, Mintaken, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So Mintakens are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakens' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakens feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakens have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pull this card, it could mean that you are a Mintaken or are longing for a sense of belonging. And root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself. Now to choose where you feel most at home and create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. Okay? So this is really good. And this can be more right. Don't dim to fit in. Okay? So it says, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? You shouldn't be. So those who are going to accept you, those who are going to understand you, they are going to do just that. You can't walk around and be afraid and be in the spiritual closet and only come out when you're around your crowd and go back in when you're not, because that means you're not being true to who you are. You're not being true to yourself. So we got to make sure that we don't dim our light for anyone, not even our divine counterpart. You light the world up as you're supposed to. Period. All right? All right. And the next card, Star Mother. All right. So this is your overall energy. How can you mother yourself? And that's what this is all about, the self-love. Spirit is asking you, take care of yourself. You've done enough for everybody else. Now is the time to focus on your mission, to focus on your life path and purpose, to focus on actually living a life. So instead of mothering everyone else, it's time to mother you. Look in the mirror, apologize to yourself for allowing yourself to put up with things and accept things that you didn't have to. We're always asking for validation from others, or, oh no, you owe me an apology. No, you owe yourself an apology for knowing you shouldn't have put up with the things that you put up with, regardless if they're your divine counterpart or not, because you are worth it. You are enough. You are beautiful. There you go. All right, guys. And with that being said, that is your collective reading. Guys, if you feel called to, you can email me, ask me any questions about the reading. If you would like to book a reading, that information is below in the description box. If you would like an energy session, Reiki session, my calendar is up on www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com, and you can go there and see when I'm available. I do have some sessions tomorrow. Guys, we're really ready to do this. Like, the time is now. The age of Aquarius is almost here, if not already. You are great and powerful manifestors. So start manifesting. Write your affirmations down. Say what you want to see. If you don't want to see it, don't say it. Simple. This feels amazing, to live the life that you're called to live, not the one that everybody expects you to live or the expectations you put on yourself. Don't give yourself time frames. Don't give yourself limits. You sit there and you say, you know what? I'm going to wake up. I'm going to smile. I'm going to be grateful. And it is what it is. And since I've been living my life like that, Source, God, Divine, Spirit, angels, whomever is in your spiritual team, they take care of me. Divine who? Divine counterpart what? No. Because I know my worth. I know who I am. And I know I'm loved. And 3 years ago, I couldn't say that. Because I thought I needed someone to tell me I was enough. To tell me that I was loved. To tell me, no. I don't need that. Because I know that. And with that being said, I love you guys. Sending you lots of love and light. Take care.